Have you ever felt that familiar wave of absolute dread wash over you when you realize you have to go to the DMV? Honestly, just the thought of those endless, winding lines, the confusing paperwork, and kissing your entire afternoon goodbye is enough to make anyone put it off. Unplanned walk-ins can literally cost you hours. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to completely flip how you view the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, specifically in Indiana. I'm going to show you exactly how to bypass that dreaded line entirely using the state's online appointment system. By the time we're done here, you're going to be a total BMV master. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll quickly cover skipping the BMV line, who can book online, a step-by-step booking guide, preparing for your appointment, troubleshooting and walk-ins, and finally, some key tips and our disclaimer.
Section 1. Skipping the BMV line.
So let's talk about the massive shift we're aiming for today. You know the old way, right? Walking in, pulling a flimsy paper number, sitting in a crowded room, and essentially writing off your whole day. But the smart way? The smart way is booking ahead, walking right past the waiting area, stepping straight up to the counter, and getting out of there in minutes. It really is that seamless when you know how to work the system.
Now, you might be wondering, is this actually something I can do near me? And the answer is almost certainly yes. Currently, 73 Indiana BMV branch offices offer this incredible option to book your appointments online. So this isn't just some tiny pilot program for a couple of big cities. It's widely accessible all across the state.
The absolute most crucial detail here is timing. You can book your appointment anywhere from 2 to 14 days in advance. And this booking window is kind of a game changer because it means you can actually plan your BMV visit around your life instead of having to cancel your plans just to gamble on a random walk-in.
Section 2. Who can book online? Okay, so what can you actually do with these appointments? If you're looking to renew or change your existing driver's license or ID, you're good to go. You can also book to register your Indiana vehicle, and get this, you can actually handle up to 3 vehicles in one single appointment. Titling a vehicle or a watercraft, transferring your out-of-state credentials if you just moved here, and even CDL issuance and getting disability placards are all totally eligible. This list pretty much covers the vast majority of routine errands.
Now, there's a really important distinction we need to make for driving skills tests. While most routine things use the standard scheduling portal, actual driving tests are heavily regulated. To book a driving test, you have to log directly into your personal MyBMV account. The system searches for open dates within a very strict window, which is usually up to 3 weeks out. On the flip side, there are a few things you cannot book in advance an appointment for. Let's lay these out so you don't waste your time looking for slots that just don't exist. You cannot book an appointment for applying for a brand new first-time driver's license, dealing with license reinstatement, handling out-of-state registrations, or taking a standard knowledge exam, unless you need an interpreter, in which case there's a special portal specifically for that.
Section 3. Step-by-step booking guide.
Before we even think about clicking anything, I have to give you a massive warning. The state of Indiana wants to make this absolutely crystal clear. The only official portal is in.gov/BMV. There are super sneaky phishing scams out there built just to look like the DMV, so always double-check you're on the official in.gov site. And remember, the BMV will literally never ask you to update your password through a third party.
Okay, let's walk through the booking flow. It's really clean and simple. Step 1, you just select your required service from their list. Step 2, choose a convenient local branch. Step 3, pick an available date and time within that 2 to 14-day window we talked about. And step 4, honestly, this is the most critical part. Confirm and print out the email confirmation they sent you. You absolutely must bring that printed confirmation with you to the branch so they let you skip the line. Oh, and a super practical tip for all you early birds and night owls out there. The MyBMV system goes down for routine maintenance every single Sunday, right between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. Just keep that tucked in your back pocket so you don't panic if the site randomly won't load during your Sunday morning coffee.
Section 4. Preparing for your appointment.
So, the big question, what exactly do you need to bring with you? Listen, getting this wrong means your golden appointment slot is totally worthless. We have to be meticulous here, especially when it comes to Real ID compliance. Let's break down that strict Real ID checklist. You need 1 document proving your identity, think an unexpired U.S. passport or an original birth certificate. Then, 1 document proving lawful status, 1 document proving your social security number, and finally, 2 separate documents proving your Indiana residency, which must be dated within the last 60 days. Also, it's worth noting from the state's guidelines that the BMV explicitly does not accept matricula consular cards for identity or residency. One more rule for your prep phase: there is a hard cap of 5 services per scheduled appointment. If you're doing a massive life overhaul, like, say, registering 3 different cars, updating your ID, and titling a boat all on the same day, make sure you're counting them up. If you hit more than 5, you're going to have to book a second appointment.
Section 5, Troubleshooting and Walk-ins. We know life happens. If you absolutely have an emergency and you must walk in without an appointment, you need the golden rules. Based on statistical branch data, you want to avoid Mondays, Fridays, lunchtime, and the very beginning or very end of the month like the plague. If you want to maximize your chances of getting out quickly, go right when they open in the morning, aim for the middle of the week, so Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and try to go mid-month.
And definitely don't sleep on these fantastic alternatives if you're in a pinch. Indiana actually has BMV Connect kiosks available 24/7 for routine renewals. Just a heads up, they only take credit or debit cards. You can also do a ton of transactions like address changes and basic renewals completely online at mybmv.com without ever leaving your couch. And if you happen to get locked out of your account, don't stress. You can just call their toll-free contact center at 888-692-6841.
Section 6, Final Tips and Disclaimer. If you are brand new to Indiana, pay very close attention to this one. When you show up for your appointment, you must have your out-of-state credential with you. But on top of that, your vehicle is going to require a physical VIN inspection, which they can luckily do right at the branch. And if you happen to be registering in Lake or Porter counties, you are uniquely required to undergo an emissions test. So definitely don't let that catch you off guard.
Just a quick standard disclaimer before we wrap this up. While we've packed this explainer with the absolute best, most up-to-date guidance derived directly from official state sources, government policies can and do shift. Always verify the latest requirements, documents, and local branch hours directly on the official in.gov/BMV website right before you head out the door.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to take back your afternoon and actually make the BMV work around your schedule? By planning just a little bit ahead, gathering the right paperwork, and booking online, what used to be everybody's most dreaded chore can now be an absolute breeze. Use these strategies, definitely share this explainer with that friend who's putting off renewing their license, and go take back your time.